Michigan's rock station. Q106.
Hey, what's up? It's Q106. It's Carrie Stevens, joined today by Frank Rock of Duck Lake Tavern. Dude, you've got a big party coming up here on July 11th. It's your annual Veterans Relief Fund fundraiser, man.
Yep, absolutely. Sure do.
So I've been to this thing for a few years in a row now. You always have live music. You always have awesome food. You also have a lot of cold beers and such, which I'm not allowed to drink because I'm on the clock. Boo. Frank's like, hey, man, can I get you a beer? I'm like, no, the lawyers won't let me drink while I'm on the clock because of that incident. We'll talk about the incident when we're off camera. But Frank, tell us about the big party coming up here. Let's get into the live music because you always book really cool bands.
Yeah, so we have the first live music is actually going to be Barefoot Blonde. And, they have a wide variety of music. They play oldies. They play new pop. They do a lot of things. And then we actually go into Nitrogen, which, they get into a lot more, heavier music. But they really like to pump up the amps and get things going in the area. Sometimes you can hear it all the way across the lake. But that's good. People like it.
There you go.
So there's all types of stuff. Absolutely.
Ain't no party like a Duck Lake Tavern party. That's right. And Nitrogen, they were there last year, man. They put on an incredible set. They were phenomenal.
Yes. Yep.
So in addition to the live music, you guys always have a lot of really cool silent auction items. What do you have your eye on this year, man?
So we have like gift certificates, to Home Depot. We have some other things, popping up that, if you even need fence repairs and things, landscaping, all that stuff, people are contributing, locally to just have, items where people can just bid on things. Really good, items that, save you money, and also it's going to a good cause. So we're continually getting things, popping up every day. And as we get closer, we're having a lot more that's actually going to be, available to everybody.
The last year when I was there, I mean, just treasure beyond your wildest dreams are in these silent auctions, man. Like you said, all the home improvement stuff, but lots of fun stuff too. Look, Frank is not going to ask you to come party at his spot in Albion just to make you do housework when you get home. It's not all chores.
Exactly. I mean, and we try to also focus, just on, the things, normal household stuff. We have stuff for the kids too. So, bring the kids, we have the bouncy house that, the National Guard is actually supplying so people can have fun. Adults go in it too. Sometimes, accidentally our employees go in there and then we can't find them, but they're in there. But yeah, we try to make sure we're catering to everybody, no matter what.
Happens to the best of us. You trip, fall, land in a bounce house. It could happen to anyone, man. There you go. Now, Frank, you also, obviously this is for a great cause. This helps out our veterans relief. Tell me about the impact that this organization has had in the veterans community.
So, over the last years, and we're continuing to grow each time. So, we try to cater to, the veterans, active duty also, the Adams Rocky Post 6056, VFW in Springport, the proceeds go to them. They actually help, a lot of locals, but also if there's veterans active duty that, they need gas to get through town, to go somewhere else, to get home, whatever, those funds go there. We are also linking up with the VFW National Home. We're trying to get funds going over to them also, which are passed through, VFW and Springport. We're trying to do a lot of different things. And, with that, it's just not just VFW, but as each year it grows, we're actually getting more and more people, sponsors, and things that want to help and contribute, to other causes. There's been people also now that want to try to get involved because, for dogs, taking care of dogs that are helping veterans, and first responders, they need the jackets and everything else. We're trying to really connect to a lot of different things. So each year we're trying to grow and connect more and more spots to get things taken care of for those that need it.
I love that, man. Our buddy Eric Callie, he's recently started up a dog training organization for service dogs for vets. And I love hearing the VFW National Home being involved. We just did a big request-a-thon for them. Handed them a big fat check. So, and they do I mean, there's so many incredible organizations that do good work for our vets in this community. And and how can you support? You there watching this thing? Come party with Frank and me on July 11th at Duck Lake Tavern. Now, Q106, we're going to do a live broadcast out there. I will bring concert tickets with me because I'm not proud, and I will bribe people to hang out with me and make me look more popular than I actually am. But Frank, let's talk about Duck Lake Tavern here for a sec. What would you say is your signature dish at Duck Lake Tavern? I see people ordering all sorts of tasty stuff. What do you hang your hat on there?
So, I mean, we're definitely big on especially burgers, but the big wow is actually going to be the giant wet burritos. That's one of the biggest things that people go after. They look at it like, oh my gosh, I should have got the mini burrito. So, I mean, yes, the burritos are the big thing. It's kind of funny how that turned out. We took that also from friends on the west side of Michigan and Lake Michigan area. We followed the same recipes and stuff like that, and people love it. Plus I always ate the same burritos over there on the west side, and so I now have them here locally, and yes, can't get my fill of them.
There you go, man. There you go. I think you can get your fill because they are the size of I mean, like I'm like forearm. No, they're bigger than my forearm because I don't go to the gym enough. But and Frank, I got to know, what is your every bar, every tavern has a signature drink, one that they hang their hat on. What would you say is your signature drink at Duck Lake Tavern?
So the signature, I mean, there's a couple of them, but one that people are really getting used to is actually like an old fashioned.
Okay.
I mean, then it goes to other simple things. It's always Captain and Coke is the biggest thing there. I mean, we go through a lot of Captain, simple. And then, of course, I can't have them anymore because it might be, a little bit too much for me, is just Long Island's.
Yeah, brother, my Long Island days are way the heck behind me too. I'm not.
Nope, I can't do it.
Hey, do you want to get mad enough to fist fight a relative? Here's Long Island iced tea. There you go. I'll do it every time, man. So I moved here from Wisconsin back in 2019, and old fashions are very much a thing in the part of Wisconsin that I live. Now, are you guys a whiskey old fashioned or a brandy old fashioned?
Whiskey.
There you go. There you go.
Bourbons. Yep.
Hell yeah, man. I love it. Well, you can have the best old fashioned in the land. You can have these gigantageous wet burritos. You can bid on these silent auction items. You can enjoy kick-ass live music with Atomic Blonde and Nitro Gen, two absolutely rad bands that you've seen playing in around mid-Michigan. And you can be helping out vets the whole time. And speaking of those vets, they also participate in this event every year. You have a couple of special ceremonies that are going to happen during this event.
Absolutely. We have the honor guard ceremony that always is there. That's generally about 6:00. We have, other veterans that come in. They just, pay tribute to coming in, seeing that. Depending on the weather, we may have, things that are going on, like as a flyover and stuff like that. But last couple of years it's been kind of windy, but that would be a really cool thing where we have, flyover during the ceremony with, streamers of red, white, and blue and stuff coming across, but it's always weather dependent.
Right. And speaking of the weather, there's always a big old tent set up. So rain or shine, This is going down Saturday, July 11th, Duck Lake Tavern, big Veterans Relief fundraiser. Frank, thank you so much for stepping up for our vets, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody else that always comes out there to help support the vets too.
Heck yeah. Okay. One more time, Saturday, July 11th. What time do doors open?
They're actually going to be open at 2:00.
There you go.
Man. Actually 1:00, but 2:00 is when the band starts and we play until midnight.
Show up early. Let's party all night long. Duck Lake Tavern in Albion. Frank, thank you for doing what you do for our vets, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you too.
Michigan's Rock Station. Q106.